Welcome to Dead Horse in Prudhoe Bay. The end of the road, the final frontier. The northernest point you can get with your car all the way in Alaska. This is also the starting point of the largest road trip in the world, the Pan American Highway, which runs 30,000 miles, roughly 50,000 kilometers, through 14 countries, all the way from here, from Dead Horse in Prudhoe Bay, to Argentina, Tierra del Fuego. Estimated driving time is between a year and a half. Estimated cost $80,000. Now, of course, we're not here for fun and games. We're here to drive the entire Pan American Highway all the way to Argentina. In the next year and a half, 2 years, we're going to do this trip, and of course, we're going to try to stay under the budget of $80,000. And we would love to have you aboard and come with us. Now, you might ask to yourself, who the heck is this guy? Where does he come from? What is he doing here? And how did he get to Dead Horse? That's a great question. For that, we're going to have to go back in time, because this adventure started 6 weeks ago in Costa Rica. So, while I'm going to rewind the tape and show you all we did in the last 6 weeks, we're going to get ready for a trip, and we'll see you back here in about a month or two. Ciao for now!
Yeah.
I waited so long to do this one. Do you want to know the new course of our channel? Are you excited for this new adventure and you want to know what's going to happen and where we're going to start and what to expect? Then make sure to stay tuned, because this video is going to be the start of our Pan American adventure. My name is Bastiaan Bakker and this is the world at your feet. But first, a little background story for those that don't know us. In the late 2020s, my wife and I decided to quit our jobs, leave everything behind and start a journey around the world. A road trip through Australia turned out to be a lockdown in Holland. As everybody knows, due to the world health situation, we weren't going anywhere. Between the first and the second lockdown, we found a very small window of opportunity and found a house sit in Costa Rica. A country that has not been on our radar and we knew nothing about. But soon we discovered that Costa Rica truly is a paradise on earth. And for 4.5 years we have been calling this beautiful place our home. We have traveled all over Costa Rica, discovering every corner of this multi-climate diverse country. With over 6% of the world biodiversity, there's plenty to do and see here. But last year, after my hard drive broke and I lost 5.5 terabytes of material and the house we were gonna sit got sold, we were left without a plan. This set in motion a whole new adventure. We knew it was time for us to move on and continue our journey around the world. And what better way than doing the biggest and largest road trip in the world, the Pan American Highway. From northern Alaska all the way to South Argentina, we estimate that this trip will take us between 18 to 24 months with more than 163 set destinations to visit. And we want you to join us. But this trip of course takes a lot of research and planning, so let me tell you first how that went. You can't drive the entire Pan American Highway though. There's a gap between Panama and Colombia which is called the Darien Gap. Our vehicle will be transported on a container ship and we will fly to Colombia and pick up the car there to continue our journey. We will share with you the most amazing places along the way, but also seek out the hidden gems, local events and other things of interest. The struggles we find along the way and how much this is going to cost us. We will go as far north and far south as possible. We want to avoid the winter in the northern hemisphere and we want to avoid the winter in the southern hemisphere. For those that know us, we don't like the cold. We will not stick to the route, but explore each country along the way. We will conduct podcasts and interviews along the way and collaborate with local businesses, other YouTubers, tour operators, restaurants and accommodations. Sponsors are always welcome too. There's no set time and no rush in this trip. As we say in Spain, sin pausa, pero sin prisa. Without a break, without a rush. We will take a lot of breaks though. We will mainly sleep in the vehicle, but we will also do house and pet sit, couch surf, and of course if people want to host us along the way, more than welcome. Along the way we will also dive into culture, diversity and local life. So, that was my speech. Now let's go for the action part. First of all, how do you find the right vehicle? And we will soon discover that would come with a hefty price tag. To have your own shower, your own toilet, your own bed, your own kitchen, all the things and amenities, making it a lot easier. But a good motorhome will run you between $70,000 and $150,000. on an average. Of course, you can get them a little cheaper, you can get them a lot more expensive, but if you want to have a new decent vehicle, that's the price range you're looking at. Then we start looking into camper vans. And camper vans are not that much cheaper than motorhomes. Another thing that's important is that we have a B-class driving license. That means that we can drive a vehicle up to 3,500 kilos. Most motorhomes exceed that weight. So it is very difficult to find something under that weight, or we would have to get a C driving license or B+, depending on which country you are. Another cheaper option is to buy the car in Europe and ship it over to either the States or Canada, which a lot of people do, but it's also a lot of hassle. Another option is truck campers. And we got really enthusiastic, but you have to remember to add the weight of the truck to the camper. So if this is an option you want to do and stay under the 3,500 kilos, look for a single cabin and a light camper. Then we found the pop-ups. Those are really great if you want to stay under the weight. Eventually, what I did, ask people that actually did the Pan American Highway which vehicle they bought and why. And we learned a lot of things. A lot of people prefer no diesel, as in some of the countries in South America it's very difficult to find good clean diesel. We learned that a shower is overrated. It takes up a lot of space, a lot of weight, especially the water. We learned that a bed is most important and a place to sit inside when it's cold or dark. As we're tall people, the bed is really important. We're going to be living in there for almost 2 years. Another thing we have against us is that we're looking for vehicles in Chile, in Alaska, in the States, in Canada. We can't go over and look for these vehicles. We have to find the pictures, get a video, buy it and go and get there. We can't fly up and down just to do test drives. So it's going to be a leap of faith. But then again, when we came to Costa Rica, we did exactly that. We bought a car here without even so much of a test drive. But with 777 in your license plate and a car that's brand name is Build Your Dream, you can't go wrong. And we trust the universe that this time everything will work out as well. But where we would find our vehicle would also determine where we're going to start our trip, whether it's going to be in Chile or in Alaska. And with that, the search continued, while time was really closing in. 2 more things we learned along the way, which is important. 1, Nicaragua does not accept drones. You will get a $1,000 fine and they will confiscate your drone. So if you're doing this trip with a drone, make sure to send it from Honduras to Costa Rica with DHL or some other company, or the other way around, to avoid problems. Second thing we learned is that Costa Rica does not accept cars where the steering wheel is on the right side of the vehicle. I think I should have done that way for the camera, but you get my gist. So if you buy a UK or Australian vehicle, you will not get into Costa Rica. You have to ship it around. So with all that, now it was time to find the right vehicle. One Saturday morning, Yolanda found a great vehicle. We did a video call with the owner and we closed the deal right away. The bonus point is that the vehicle is in the States, so we can start the trip in Alaska as we intended. The downside is it's in Florida. So today we're flying from Costa Rica to Florida to pick up our vehicle, drive it all the way to Alaska and then start the Pan American Highway, leaving behind Costa Rica and closing the chapter after 4.5 years living in the jungle. From unique and breathtaking flora and fauna, stunning landscapes, the kindness of the people, the friends we've made and the adventures we lived. Living in the actual jungle, surrounded by monkeys, snakes and the most amazing creatures. The Prudhoe Bay lifestyle is not just a catchphrase, but true-hearted Pecos! But true-hearted felt once embraced. Getting in touch with nature and our spiritual self, Costa Rica has changed us in a good way. And for that, we're thankful. And a special thanks to David and Lucy for giving us the space, the time and the opportunity to make this dream come true. We got our suitcase packed, we got our vehicle waiting for us in Florida, so without any further ado, come with me and start this road trip. Let's go! So, welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. And the moment you've all been waiting for, this is a ride for the Pan American Highway. Now before we're going to give you a tour, we need to do some groceries at the Walmart because we're going to need to have pots and pans, pillows and sheets, and of course some groceries before we can drive. So let's check out what the Walmart has in store. After first impressions, this shop is huge. We got a couple of Walmarts in Costa Rica, but not nearly this size. Look how big the store is. So we will probably be here for a while. Good thing it's open till 11 o'clock, so let's get lost. I think that will be enough for today. We're really tired, it's 11:15, the shop is about to close. So up and away, back to the van. Tomorrow is another day. Hello and welcome back to another day in Florida. It is hot. So yesterday we finished the Walmart at 11:15 at night, and by the time we were unpacked and sort of ready, it was 2 o'clock and we were absolutely knackered. So we slept for a couple of hours, I think 5 hours. The first night in the camper van was not such a big success, not because of the bed, because the bed is super comfortable, but there was some dude on a bike and he was screaming all night. He was fighting with himself because he was all alone, but yeah, that kind of took our night rest. Anyway, before we're going to do the tour, I want to say one thing that we really caught our eye when we saw the camper van is that the owner, well, the previous owner that built it himself, is a very handy man, and we can also see that he really took care of the van in the time he used it. So we're really happy with that. Without further ado, let's take a look inside. So first of all, for the morning coffee, a little table you can sit and enjoy or use for other stuff. Same here, extension. And then in here we got a turnable seat, captain seat, a lot of space. And then we have the air conditioning. Some more space on the top here. One vent in the front, one vent in the back. We have dim lights. Very important as well, we have two big solar panels on the roof. So the fact that it's hot also gives us some more power. The shower. Portable toilet. Oh, and this is really neat. You can actually take this out and make your room a bit bigger so you can sing and do a little dance, which we won't. And then we got a very big fridge and also a very big freezer, and we got space over here, space over here. We got an oven with more space. Propane tank is under there. We got more space here. I got 1, 2, 3 drawers over here. Then down here, space. And to get in the bed, we got a little step. Oh, this is comfortable. So, closet space. And some small space over here. And like you can see, we can sit in the bed, so we can actually work on our laptops while sitting here, and it's really nice and really comfortable. Let's go outside and I'll show you the back. So first of all, very important as well, got a huge lock for this one, so at least we know it's safe. It's the same from the other door, there's also a big lock from there. And then voila, more space. So over here's the big battery, the electrics, and like I said, we got a toolbox, we got diesel for the heater, gas backup, suitcases that's also stored with stuff. We got a, look David, I found it. We got a charger for the battery, we got a pump for the wheels, we've got seats for outside. So I think we're set for the Pan American Highway, don't you think? Oh, another gadget in here. And there's actually a lot of USB portals on board, on this side, on the other side, in the front, in the kitchen. So basically we're good for power. Speaking of power, I already did that. On top we also got the solar panels and a amplifier for our signal. So let's go back inside and I'll tell you some more. So another safety feature at night, so they can't open the door, really handy. And this is nothing to do with the car, this is just something I'm excited about. When we got here, we got our merchandise in. So these are the stickers for the businesses we're going to collaborate with. These are the stickers to stick at everywhere we are and give away. We got the World at Your Feet caps. Thank you, Kevin. And we got our business cards. And also, I forgot to show you on the fridge, we're gonna have to switch through the fridge. To remind us of Costa Rica, we got these beautiful magnets. Thank you very much, Sonia. Así te vamos a acordar todos los días. So, for the financial part, yesterday we went to the dollar shop. That's where we got the pillows and some other stuff. Then we came to the Wallmart. Woo! $497.28. $55 for the dollar shop. And this morning we went back to the Walmart because we realized we forgot a couple of things. And that was another $83.85. So the first 2 days what we spent so far is $636.13. I did not include the car because that's personal. You can do this walking. You can get a rig for $5,000. You can spend $100,000, anything in between, up or over it. So that's different everybody. Just take note, when you buy a vehicle abroad, you also have to pay the taxes, which is different. In this case, in Florida it was 6%, I think. That will be added upon there, and of course the cost for your transactions. And you also need to have the insurance on your vehicle before you can register it on your name. So those are very important things to know. And there was another thing I wanted to mention about that. Florida does not require you to get your vehicle for technical inspection yearly. For your yearly technical inspection, this is me being tired. This is the being tired. The yearly inspection. So in this case, we can just drive around without having to do that and have to come back every year to get your sticker. So with that being said, I think that's all set. We are going to finish up some stuff today, so we decided to stay another day longer. And then tomorrow morning we're going to have a fresh start and we're going to start driving our trip to Alaska. And that's where the adventure will begin. In our next episode, we'll finally start our road trip, but unfortunately, we won't get really far. Wonder how this is going to end? Then make sure to tune in next week.